Hi, my name is Gaius.
And my name is Bia.
Welcome to our series where we have the wonderful opportunity to talk with the staff from the Singapore Association for the Deaf.
Join us as we dive in to find out more about the heroes behind the scenes.
Hi everybody, my name is Gaius and today we have...
My name is Charmaine.
Okay, so Charmaine, tell us what is your role and position in this organization?
Yeah, so I'm the case manager from the Singapore Association for the Deaf. Yeah, so my role is basically like a social worker.
I see. What is the Deafblind program?
Yeah, so actually after working with the hard of hearing and the deaf individuals, our department also actually realized that there is this gap whereby we have these individuals who are both vision and who are suffering from vision and hearing loss, and then we classify them as deafblind. Yeah, so this program actually assists them in the much needed services. Yeah.
Okay, so you say you assist them, right? So what are some challenges that the deafblind community face?
Definitely there's a lot of challenges. For people with hearing loss, definitely would be the communication. Yeah, for people with vision loss would be then the loss of sight. Definitely the misconception would be, this person is deaf or deafblind, means that they cannot do certain stuff. But then I believe that it is a misconception in a way whereby the person is the same as us, just that they can do everything, just that they have these two conditions. So what can actually help would be if the employers or the community around them are able to adapt according to their condition, then I believe that they will be able to do things that normal people are doing as well.
Besides the Deafblind program, how else has the Singapore Association for the Deaf helped to support the community?
Through, case management, events, workshops, to actually outreach to the deaf and hard of hearing. So hard of hearing can be like elderlies, where they reach a certain age, they will then have a decrease in terms of their hearing. So they fall under the hard of hearing category as well. So you can imagine that there's a super big pool of people under us.
Do you think that the Singapore Association for the Deaf has made an impact on the deafblind community?
Hopefully, I would think that we made a little impact. There are a lot of individuals with different issues and we cannot resolve all their issues. So, but then we did manage to assist some in terms of their independent living and independent traveling.
Okay, so you can help them, but there's so much that you can do sometimes. Do you think that there will be any follow-up programs to uplift the deafblind community?
The one that's coming up would be the formation of the Interpreter Guide Volunteer Group, whereby we're getting volunteers to actually come on board to learn alternative mode of communication, such as tactile sign language and haptics, to actually and also work with the deafblind clients in terms of helping them with their daily activities of living. So it's like, it could be like befriending services, or it could be just bring them out for walks. It's like a volunteer group, but it's just designated for the deafblind.
So these are open to all volunteers?
Yes, this is open to all volunteers. However, we would then need to filter down to individuals that would be able to suit the commitment level, because this type of thing, I cannot keep switching the volunteers. It takes time for these clients to actually build a rapport with someone.
Do you have any words of encouragement for the interested volunteers out there?
I wouldn't say that I want to pull on their heartstrings, but then this is one of the best way to do it. To actually let the community know that there are these individuals who fall into this gap. They are not receiving any services. So for example, our association is the only one who's actually supporting the deafblind individuals. We are working very closely in collaboration with Guide Dogs Singapore. So both of our organizations are actually rendering services to these individuals. So for the deafblind program, there's 4 main services. The first would be communication skills, means teaching them an alternative mode of communication, whether is it sign language, tactile sign language, which is using through touch, or haptics, which is using the body parts to actually convey and to communicate. So the second would be activities of daily living, meaning that Guide Dog Singapore and ourselves will be assisting these individuals to be able to navigate within their home, means how to, for example, feed themselves, how to shower, how to not rely on a caregiver to do all the basic necessities. The third will be independent travelling, whereby Guide Dog Singapore's orientation and mobilities specialists will then be teaching these individuals how to use the white cane as well as the guide dogs. Yeah, so the last one would then be employment and education, whereby we hope to ultimately reintegrate these individuals back to society. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for sharing today. We hope that you guys have learned something from Charmaine. Yeah, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
My advice is just to be open. To learn, open to new experiences, as well as to be very patient, because sometimes in this field it can be very frustrating. You want more funds to help your clients, or sometimes your client is just not engaging you, you just want to help them release and you just be patient. To summarize it would be just be patient and be open-minded and stuff.